Every goalie should be doing some form of squat variation in their training plan. Whether you're a beginner or advanced, I guarantee you will notice a difference from adding this exercise into your routine and being consistent with it. If you want more power in your skating, you should be squatting. If you want more control on the ice, you should be squatting. And if you want to get less tired in games and practices, you should be squatting. Any goalie will benefit greatly from squatting just 1 to 2 times a week. Squats strengthen your entire lower body. No muscle is left out. Rather than training with 10 different exercises to strengthen your leg muscles, why not just train with one exercise that accomplishes the same goal? In my opinion, too many trainers like to complicate their training programs with a bunch of different exercises, but I feel that that's less efficient and less effective. It is much better to focus on exercises that give you more bang for your buck, and in this case, the squat works all the muscles you're trying to work with other exercises in one efficient and effective exercise. Don't waste your time in the gym, get strong on squats, and you'll notice a benefit on the ice. The best way for beginners to learn the squat is with the goblet squat, and it's called that because you hold a weight like a dumbbell in front of you as if you're holding a goblet. That's only one way to do it. You can also hold other weights or a medicine ball in front of you, but the weight is really important to help you balance this exercise. And if you're a beginner, it's important to start with some kind of weight that helps you stay balanced on your feet but isn't too heavy at first. If you're a complete beginner to squatting, this is the way I would recommend you start. So you hold the weight in front of you, and what you want to do is squat down to a level that you're comfortable with. So that can either be a bench or a chair. And if that's also too low, you can stack up some pillows so that you don't have to squat down as far at first. As you squat more often, your strength and mobility will improve, and you'll find that you can remove the pillows and then eventually remove that bench or chair as well. The goal is to eventually squat down with nothing behind you to support you and increase the range of motion over time until you're squatting below parallel or 90 degrees. Once you can do this, you'll be much stronger, your mobility will be improved quite a bit, and you'll find that this transfers directly to how you feel and play on the ice. You don't need to be a beginner to benefit from the goblet squat. Even advanced trainers and goalies can benefit from increasing the weight that they use in this exercise. And in this video, I'll show you the different progressions from beginner to advanced. First, goblet squat to some kind of bench or chair that you can reach without going too far beyond your ability. Then you want to lower that bench or chair and squat down lower and lower until you can get to below parallel. Once you're squatting below parallel comfortably, you can start to increase the weight. So maybe you started with 5 or 10 pounds, increase that a little bit each workout and aim to progress over the weeks and months to heavier and heavier weight. You can keep increasing the weight that we're using for a long time. So if you start with 30 pounds for sets of 5, eventually you can work up to 50 or 70 or 90 pounds for sets of 10 or even more, but I wouldn't recommend going past 20 reps for the goblet squat. The only thing with the goblet squat is it becomes uncomfortable and maybe even impossible to do once you get to a heavy enough weight. It's a lot harder to hold a 110-pound dumbbell than a 20-pound dumbbell. So what I would recommend you do is as you get to a higher and higher weight, say 80, 90 pounds, that's when you want to start moving into the back squat. Once you go through the levels that I talked about previously, you'll be ready to move into the back squat. Now you don't have to wait to go through each level to start back squatting. You can really back squat on day one. You just have to learn the exercise and the form, but that's totally possible. Either way, once you're goblet squatting with heavy weight and you're going down below parallel, you're ready for a new challenge, and this is where I would recommend you start learning how to back squat. The back squat is where things get really good, and as you get stronger on this exercise, say like even putting body weight on the bar for sets of 10, you're gonna feel a lot stronger, more powerful on the ice, and you're not gonna get tired as easily. If you're not ready for the back squat yet, that's okay. You can make a ton of benefits with just the goblet squat alone, especially if you're new to working out or you're a newer goalie and you haven't really developed the leg strength that comes with the position. I also like the goblet squat because you can program it in so many different ways. You can use it to practice the skill of squatting, so you can do it every day. You just don't want to do too much volume. You want to make sure that you're recovered properly, but it's definitely something that you can do on a daily basis to practice the movement. You can also do it 1 to 3 times a week if you're trying to get stronger, and that's where we start using heavier weight and treating it like more of a strength exercise than a practice or skill acquisition. If you're in season and on the ice a lot, you probably don't want to do it more than once a week. It really depends on you. It depends on your hockey schedule and how you feel you're recovering. It's up to you. I can't specifically recommend anything for you. I'm also not too particular about the rep range. I would just say don't go above 20 reps per set. You're just working muscular endurance and you're probably not going heavy enough at that point. I would say somewhere around 10 reps per set is good, but it depends on a lot of things. You can go a little bit lower if you're trying to get stronger. If you're doing this to really learn the squat movement and you're new to it, then the most important thing is just to practice and be consistent. So whether that's 5 reps, 10 reps, 15 reps, I don't really care so much. You can play around with it. We really just want you to get used to squatting, getting comfortable in that movement and progressing over time and making sure that you stay consistent. If anything in this video wasn't clear, please leave a comment and I will get back to you. If you like this video, I would love if you click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.